Sports, man. Look, so much went on yesterday. We couldn't even wait until Tuesday. I text my man Joe this morning. I text my co-host. I said, bro, we going live today. Today. We ain't waiting until Tuesday. Today. How can you not? You got Shedeur Sanders, first real game action against our Baltimore Ravens, right? How did Shedeur look? What would we grade him? What are the expectations for Shedeur Sanders moving forward? Does he start this week and get first team reps all week? Which he may or may not, but we'll get into that in a little bit. The Kansas City Chiefs. Is the dynasty over? At least as we know it, could it potentially be over? And the Denver Broncos, shout out to y'all, 9-2. And the thing is, they're winning games. How champions win games. They win them when it count. Jamar Chase, my dog. Chase. You spit on him. Don't say you didn't spit on him, man. We're going to break that down because spitting on a man, one of the most disrespectful things you can do. Jalen Ramsey, you better than most of us, brother. All you did was throw a punch. I can respect that. I can respect that. And you shouldn't have a fine. You should not have a suspension. You was just talking trash. We're going to talk about that. And guess what? The Cowboys tonight against the Raiders. Will Max Crosby do it again? Will he single-handedly destroy the Cowboys passing attack? Coming up next, Spoonfed Sports, man. Stay here.
Relax, oh my God. Yeah, we suck.
Yeah.
We just lost to Florida State.
Y'all trash. That's why. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? We got our man Corey in the building.
What's up, yo?
We got our man Corey in the building. Of course, man, we're going to kick this thing off. We're going to hop straight into the weekend. A lot of crazy stuff went on this weekend. Shedeur Sanders finally got on the field. The Chiefs dynasty might be coming to an end. Jalen Ramsey getting spit on. And then we're going to end it with the Cowboys and the Raiders. But first, man, how y'all feel about Shedeur Sanders? 4 for 16, 47 yards, interception. Wasn't his best performance. Joe, you go ahead and kick it off, bro. What you got?
I hate that his first time out had to be versus the Ravens. A lot of us are rooting for Shedeur, man. We hoping he do great things, but none of us was rooting for him, if we being honest, last night. So I think, given the fact that he hadn't had any first team reps, I think he did as well as you could expect, man. I mean, in that situation, it's almost a no-win situation, honestly, for him, because unless he just comes out and plays miraculous or he catches Baltimore making mistakes, like, it's no way he can really be successful. I mean, as soon as the Ravens saw him come in the game, hey, we dialing it up. As you should, versus a guy who ain't seen a field, versus a guy who ain't had first team reps, versus a guy that's not really going to beat you with his legs. So I think he did as well as he could have. His receivers had a couple drops in there too. That could have helped him out a bit, man. But I'm hoping he gets a legit shot to start and get some first team reps and go from there.
I hear you. Corey, what you got?
Well, just to piggyback off Joan, like you said, it was unfair for him to go in there against a division rival with no first team reps. With no first team reps. But all in all, he was like a C- though. He had some good throws. He also had some times where I thought he should have just got rid of the ball instead of taking the sack. But as I said, it wasn't a fair shake. The coach calling was terrible. First 3 drives, it was 2 handoffs, 3rd down and 9, and then they tried to put him in a passing position where everybody knew what had to be done, and they just pinned their ear back and sent everybody, and it didn't give them a chance to really succeed because it was just too much. Ravens defense is too much to be trying things on, basically.
So how many backup quarterbacks get first team reps typically?
Not a lot.
Right. So that's
I ain't worried about the first team reps though.
Okay. So what you worried about?
Huh?
So what are you worried about?
The first team reps had nothing to do with it. Like you didn't even give the man a chance when he went out there. You basically said we going to hand the ball off and hopefully our defense can keep us in it until our defense can't keep us in it. They didn't really start passing the ball until it was 23-16, and he ain't have no other choice. Put him in a position to fail. Like, don't go out there just to maintain the game with the lead. Go out there and see what he really can do. Don't try to put him in a situation where, oh, I want you to go out here, hand the ball off 2 times, and then we're gonna pass it on third down and see what you do from there. If you can't make the pass on third down, go ahead, have at him, critics. That's
Yeah.
basically what I felt like they did.
Got you. I feel you. So my biggest thing with Shedeur is this. I feel like it's a lose-lose situation for Stefanski either way, because if he don't get the running game going and he just come out and he throw it 25 times, well, we set him up to fail because we didn't try to establish the run. Right? We try to establish the run, it doesn't work, and then we put him in these third and long situations and he can't convert them. Right? The narrative about the first team reps thing, that's BS, because backup quarterbacks don't get first team reps at no level. Not at shit. Little league backup quarterbacks in little league don't even practice with the starters. They practice with the second string. Right? So that's the norm. You normally don't practice with starters, especially if you're the backup quarterback. You got to get that guy prepared. Right? But when your number's called and your opportunity is called, Shedeur has to find a way to step up, and Shedeur has to find a way to make plays. Was he perfect? No. Was he great? No. Was he bad? Well, he's a backup, so I'm grading him as a backup. So if I'm grading him as a backup, I think he did what a backup would. Any backup would do. He came in, he looked average. They tried to run the ball so they could keep the ball out of the air, keep it on the ground, and hold on to the lead. He just wasn't able to make enough plays to get it done. But I don't know if that really falls on the coach. I feel like this is much bigger, obviously, because it's Deion Sanders' son. That's the biggest piece of this puzzle. If this was anyone else, we probably wouldn't even be discussing this topic. But the fact that it's Shedeur, we're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk about it. But 4 for 16, 47 yards. I don't care who you are. If you're an NFL quarterback, you have to give me better than 4 for 16, 47 yards. Because if Dylan Gabriel put up that stat line, everybody be calling for him to be benched.
I mean, his stat line ain't been that much better. He didn't play the whole game. If we being honest, you know. And my question,
I mean, when hasn't his stat line been better? When has Dylan Gabriel completed 4 for 16? Like, so here's the thing: over the last 5 years of quarterbacks that have thrown 10 or more passes, Shedeur has the least amount of completions. 4.
okay, I'll give you that. But you can also say Dylan Gabriel has started what 6 games now.
Yeah, but he's never
He
looked
just
that
had his
bad.
longest completion of the season, and that was 28 yards.
That's
Yep.
fine.
Like, so we
So the
can't.
game has been dumbed down to benefit
Yeah,
him.
we can't judge a guy off of a half if we not going to then look at the starter in front of him whole 6 game set. If in 6 games we come back and say Shadeur's only done this and it's less than what Gabriel was done in his 6, you got me. But I ain't got that being the case.
At all.
The longest
So-
play of the season for you is 28 yards? Nah, dog. And Cleveland got weapons. We know they got weapons.
Right.
Because Flacco was spinning.
So was those weapons playing yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Okay,
were.
so if they was playing yesterday, how come we couldn't get more than 4 for 16?
So you're looking at the 4 for 16 as is your excuse to try to downplay what he did, right?
No, I'm looking at it
that's
to try
basically
to
what you're doing
understand
because
why I should put
he
him on the
threw-
field.
He threw 4 for 16. Before they had the lead, how many passes did he throw?
I'm
Before the
not
Ravens
sure.
had the lead, how many
How many
passes
did he throw?
I think like
4.
3, 4.
Something like that. Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
You said why?
Yeah, why do you think that
Because
was the
the
game
coach
plan?
was afraid to let him play. Or he don't want it. I don't know whether he don't want him to play or he's afraid to let him play. So he's going to make him play his way. So it'll benefit him either way. I don't know what's going on in that situation for me to speak on it, but it just seems like he's put in a situation where, okay, you want to just shine. We're going to give you a chance to go play, but it ain't going to be the way you think you're going to play. We ain't gonna give you a chance to make something happen. We ain't gonna give you that chance until we down and we need to win the game.
So how many? Isn't that the game plan for most rookie quarterbacks? Don't screw it up.
Yeah, especially
Well,
in a
no,
situation when you ain't got a lead.
Yeah, but they had the lead. So if
I
you
mean, yeah, that's
have the
what I mean. When you
lead,
have a lead,
you have
yeah,
the lead. You come into the game as a
right.
coach. I'm not gonna put you in harm's way and let you screw the game up. I'm gonna dumb down the game plan. Don't turn the ball over. We got a great defense.
Yeah,
most rookie
That's what he
quarterbacks
should do.
don't. They play a whole game and not just a half.
Right. And that's even more reason for him to go with the game plan he went with.
No,
But
but then
but
the first two drives when it didn't work, why not change it?
because we still had the lead. We still up. No reason to
So
change it.
it is a reason to change it
I
because
don't
you're
want to
wearing
throw
your
the ball
defense
away.
out.
I don't want to
I
throw the game
understand that.
away.
I understand that.
And that's exactly what ends up happening. He throw the interception.
That was on the first drive though. But go ahead.
Right. But that changes the game. That
yep,
changes the course of the game. So
I
you
get it.
have these. So Stefanski doesn't want to be fired. He's gonna
Right.
play the guy that gives him the best chance to win.
right.
And
And he felt like
the
that to Dylan
problem
Gabriel.
is, we don't get to see what happens in practice every single day. Right?
Right.
Exactly.
I don't. There's nothing in me that's telling me Stefanski's looking at both of these quarterbacks in practice and saying, you know what, Shedeur Sanders is better than Dylan Gabriel, but I don't like his father, so I'm just gonna play Dylan Gabriel. Like, to me, that's just stupid. It don't make sense. I
You
understand,
know.
like, we want to see Shedeur. People want to see Shedeur. It's gonna sell tickets, but them tickets only gonna sell but for so long, because then if we throw Shedeur out there and he not ready, then it's it. Oh, well, he played him. He wasn't even ready. He not even prepared. That's gonna be the case.
Like you said, he was in a lose-lose situation. He came in off the bench mid-game against a desperate Ravens team, an aggressive defense. I agree with you that backups don't typically get first-team reps. But what we do know is as soon as 3 weeks ago, he was still taking reps with the scout team. If you are running the scout team, you ain't gonna have no idea what to do when the Ravens come looking for you. Like the we talking about like we talking about like from here to here as far as talent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
So unfortunately, his introduction to the NFL was in a worst case scenario.
Oh,
And I just don't feel like we can accurately judge him good or bad based on that because of the circumstances. Who knows? Let's say Dylan Gabriel's out next week. So Shedeur spends an entire week working with the first team, getting reps, getting in the groove, how he might look. I feel like then we can give more of an accurate analysis of what he might look like moving forward. But without the proper preparation,
yeah.
it's truly hard to judge him good or bad, in my opinion.
So what do you think the Browns should do this week?
I think
Go ahead.
Shedeur should start.
What you think, Corey?
I don't think Shedeur should start. Not yet.
So wait, hold on. So now he shouldn't start.
No. See, my thing is you got to give him the proper chance he deserves. If you're not ready with him to be the starting quarterback moving forward, and you're just going to snatch him right after, there's no point in him starting. Because even if he does good, and the fans, he comes in the Dylan Gabriel comes back in the next game because he's their designated starter, then it's going to look like, okay, we just don't want to play Shedeur. So don't put yourself in a situation where, as if I play Shedeur and he smokes it, in the next game, Dylan Gabriel comes back and I'm putting him back in because he's my starter.
But that's why I want them to play Shedeur, because if Shedeur comes out there and throws for 250, 2 TDs, Browns get a dub, I bet not see Gabriel touch that field again this season. I don't care. Gabriel shouldn't touch the field again this season. And if Stefanski comes back with Gabriel after that, he got to go immediately. Because it don't make no sense.
But
Dylan Gabriel ain't gave you a game like that yet, Spoon. So what? How we still speaking on his potential when my young backup came in and cooked better than you and you had 6 starts?
But I think
bro,
that's the issue. That's the issue right there. What you just said is that's it. Your young backup came in and he gave you 4 for 17.
in a half a game with
Come
no
on, Spoiler.
preparation. We
Yeah,
talking
you
about when you
keep saying a
got
half a game with no preparation. I get that. He been
yeah,
playing football all his life.
but we know that's
He
not
been
the
playing
same, bro.
quarterback all his life.
So you comparing a Big 12
Bro,
defense to what he saw on Sunday?
no, I'm
Come
not.
on.
But what I'm gonna compare is what I see on the actual film that he put on film at Colorado, and he can put on film in the preseason, and he put on film in the game yesterday. He continues to hold the ball too long. That was
Right.
an issue at Colorado. So when you
Okay.
talk about pressure, you still see that. If you're not correcting those things in practice, Stefanski's not going to trust you on the field. You can say what you want about Dylan Gabriel's arm strength. Fact is, Dylan Gabriel knows where the ball should go. If I could put Dylan Gabriel's mind with Shedeur's talent, I would have a starting quarterback day one. But Dylan knows where to get. He knows how to get rid of the football, where it needs to go. He can make the proper reads. Shedeur struggles to read the defense. He
Making the
struggles with
proper
that.
making a proper read, but not being able to complete the pass is crazy though. Because
It
I agree with
is.
you. I agree with you.
That's
Gabriel
why he was a
makes good
third round
reads.
pick.
He makes good reads. But we see a highlight every week from Cleveland fans of just 5 bad throws from Gabriel during a game. Like so, like it's
Hey, bro, I'm gonna say this: if your defense gets 5 sacks by one person, there's no way you only should have 13 points, and you get a pick six.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm with you.
That's unacceptable, bro. And that's every game. That's daily. Sundays, every Sunday, they're gonna deliver 13 to 16 points
And I'm gonna tell you
every
this.
Sunday, nothing more. And
I
Dylan
honestly,
Gabriel going to throw for a solid 110.
the way the Ravens defense dialed it up versus Shador, I honestly feel like they should have did the same thing versus Gabriel. And I think
Yeah,
they would have
see, I
got away
don't.
with it the same because while he would have read it, like I agree with you, while he would have read it, he wouldn't have made an accurate throw. Because when those boys get in his face, his feet get sloppy. That's the thing about Gabriel. If you watch his feet get real sloppy, and the throw is offline.
Yeah.
So I wish the Ravens would have played that way all game to really show how bad Gabriel is.
And not that I can call anyone short, but Dylan Gabriel is a little nigga. He's a little nigga out there trying to throw over 6'6" niggas, and his whole game is timing, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all
He's a
about
timing
timing,
QB.
and that's the piece of it. The NFL is all about timing.
Yeah.
But I feel like moving forward, I think Shedeur. I mean, he doesn't have a choice but to get first team reps this week because Gabriel's in protocol. Gabriel's gonna start on Sunday. Stefanski's already said that if he gets cleared for concussion protocol, he's gonna be the starter. Realistically, what I want to see Shedeur play. I want to see it. I want to see it. That's it. That I truly want to see it, and it's not to see him fail. I really want to see what he got.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see because I don't feel like there's gonna be not gonna be an end to this situation if he does not get 2 to 3 starts before the season end. And really, realistically, like forget Shedeur, forget Gabriel. If you're the Cleveland Browns, you need to know if you're going to be drafting a quarterback or not.
Exactly.
That's what it's all about right there.
Yeah, because you're going to be right back in the draft looking at quarterbacks anyway. So that's the biggest thing, but that's tough. That's a tough out to go out there, go against the Ravens defense, that's the number 6 defense in the league over the last 6 weeks. So they've been absolutely killing it. That's a tough ask. That's a tough thing to do, man. I guess we'll see what Shedeur got, and yeah, it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting. The
Make sure you say
Chiefs.
you don't like him though.
Bro, it's not that I don't like Shedeur. I like Shedeur.
No, you don't.
He just ain't his daddy. Bro, you can have, here's the thing. You can't have your daddy swag, but not have your daddy game.
So that's why you respect Bronny, but not him. 'Cause
No,
Bronny
I
act like
don't.
his father.
No. That's why I
get
respect
it.
Prime. I respect Prime. He a Florida State Seminole.
I respect that.
Oh boy.
I respect Prime. But you got to remember, me and Joe was on the pod last year, and I said I have to see how Shedeur Sanders plays when his father is not the head coach. Coached
Yeah.
him in Little League, high school, and college.
Right, he did.
It's the first time in his life his daddy wasn't his coach. How's he
Yeah.
going to react? So that to me is everything. It doesn't seem like there's a good relationship between him and the coach right now. But again, we only see what the media puts out there. We don't
That's
actually
it.
see what go on in practice every day.
That's right.
They could be having a Long Island right now. We don't even know. They could be chilling. We don't know. The Chiefs, the dynasty. Is this the end? Bro, is it really over for the Chiefs? They 5-5.
I don't know about over, but it ain't looking good for him, man. That offense isn't clicking. I think like a lot of people thought it would. The truth is they've never really been able to replace Tyreek Hill like they thought they was going to be able to, and they got away with it for a while. Even between AFC other AFC teams having issues, and Kelsey was still kind of more so in his prime, but now that he's dying down and nobody has truly stepped up to be the guy. I mean, Rashee Rice is pretty good. Don't get me wrong. He's been the go-to target for him, but outside of Rice, Worthy's inconsistent.
Yeah.
We know, Northwood Brown is inconsistent.
Northwood.
So it's if Rashee Rice can't go off and Kelsey is going to be the old guy that he is now, who's going to do anything? Who's going to be that explosive threat that they need? Because they really don't have a legit down the field game like they used to. I mean, they throw it down there a couple times a game to Worthy, but somehow Mahomes be overthrowing old boy. So definitely some issues there.
Yeah, no, for sure. What you think, Corey? What you got?
Man, if it is the end, I'm the happiest man alive. The weak niggas is in my division. So if it is the end, which I don't think so, I just think right now they got their struggles. Every team go through their struggles. They had their stride for a while.
Yeah.
A little struggle. I don't think you can count Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid out ever. So I think as long as they make the playoffs, they'll find a way to get things done in the playoffs because Andy Reid honestly, he's probably the best coach that I ever seen in my life. And Tom Brady is definitely probably second or third all-time QB. So I think they figure out a way to get it done. But Kelsey is definitely on the decline, and them other receivers just gonna have to step it up a little bit for him.
Yeah. So it's crazy. Everybody's talking about the receivers, and they've been investing pick after pick after pick in these receivers, man. Xavier Worthy, Rashee Rice, like they're investing in these receivers. You get Hollywood. I mean, they brought in Hopkins at one point. They brought in they got Juju.
Yeah.
They drafted Scott Moore at one point.
Yeah. And the craziest thing about the Chiefs, and this is where loyalty can screw you in sports. What happened to Thornton?
He don't need to see the rock no more.
Once Rashee Rice came back,
Yeah, they took
Thornton
him
all
out
of
the
a
game.
sudden disappeared.
Yeah.
Bro, he was the deep threat.
Yep.
Because Worthy a gadget guy. He really not a wide receiver. He's a gadget
Agreed.
guy.
Right.
He's like
Agreed.
a skinny Debo Samuel. Like he's
That's
not
exactly what he is.
Yeah, he not gonna run the route tree and get open or all of that. That's not him. You should have left Thornton in there along with Rashee Rice. Let Worthy be a gadget guy, and you still got Hollywood. But the biggest problem really with the Chiefs right now, man, nobody's scared of him anymore. Nobody's scared of him. Last year they got away with this. They was like 6-0 in games that was decided by 3 points or less.
Yep.
Right? It's a small margin for error. Chris Jones? Nah, not the same Chris Jones, bro. He ate that big ass knee brace he got on, dragging his leg around.
Definitely look for the time.
Yeah, he Travis Kelce, he's not the same. And that's why I said, is it the end of a dynasty? Because you think about the Patriots dynasty, right? The Patriots went to all those Super Bowls. They had the Teddy Bruschi and what they had? Teddy Bruschi. I'm trying to think of that first incarnation of the
Oh
Patriots
yeah,
dynasty.
Drewski,
Gursky,
Vrabel,
Rabel,
Vrabel, what's the Wilford?
what? Yeah,
Harrison,
yeah,
all of Rodney Harrison. Yeah,
Yeah.
those guys, right?
yep,
Then there was a 6-7 year gap where they were still contenders, but they didn't win Super Bowls,
yeah,
right? And that's what the Chiefs are gonna have to go through because now you got to find them guys that's gonna come in and replace some of these guys. Like who's gonna replace a Chris Jones? Because remember that first Patriots Super Bowl run, they didn't have Rob Gronkowski, they didn't
right,
have Julian
Right.
Edelman, like they didn't have James White, they had none of them dudes. Like that
No.
was a whole separate team.
yeah,
That's what the Chiefs gonna have to figure out. They gonna have to, and right now, based off the guys that they drafted, that's not going so well because
yeah,
those guys were supposed to come in and make life easy and make it an easy transition. So no, I don't think the Chiefs aren't going to be competitive, but I believe the days of the Arrowhead Invitational are over. We're not going to see the Chiefs just go 13-4, home field advantage every single year for the next 6 years.
yeah.
But you know
Um,
how the Patriots won them was making it so far along? The defense.
yeah,
Tom
Yeah.
Brady, if you think about it, Tom Brady was only putting up 13 points, 14,
Yep.
16 sometimes. And the defense was really like taking over. But Chiefs is really investing in giving Patrick Mahomes all these shiny toys, but they're not focusing on the other side of the ball. So,
Yeah.
yeah, because they let L'Jarius, was it Sneed?
Yeah,
yeah.
let's need walk. Which I mean, and him and what McDuffie?
Yeah,
That was tough, man. They had they used to have what the boy Thornhill at safety.
Yeah.
Let him walk.
Yep.
And also, man, I don't think people put enough into the fact that when you get a quarterback, a lot of times your best window with a young quarterback is that first 5 years. Because you ain't got to pay him yet. So you can invest in them toys on defense, that shiny edge rusher, that nice linebacker, or so have you. But once you pay that quarterback and a third of that cap is going to him, it's harder to piece together a good roster around him. So now you trying to, they're not the only team we see that with. We see that with Buffalo's trying to get by with some old guys on defense. Ravens defense is very young. Their offensive line shows, to me, the least amount of investment because outside of Stanley, those other four boys is playing on rookie deals.
yeah.
So they're getting away with something there, but eventually these guys got to start getting paid. And that's when the money get funny is when these rosters start getting shaky. So, and I ain't got Pat Mahomes giving back no dollars.
At all.
Nah,
I
he
call
ain't.
that the Flacco effect, though.
Definitely the Flacco effect.
Yeah, I mean Mahomes, he's still generational, man. I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
But when you got a generational quarterback, to what both of y'all are saying, the money you need to invest that money more so on the defensive side of the ball because if my quarterback is as generational as he should be
Yep.
able to take mid-level talent and
Yep.
raise it up. Tom Brady had one Hall of Fame. True, Gronk a tight end. As far as wide receivers, outside of Randy Moss,
Yeah.
Tom just was making these guys great.
I don't think Edelman a Hall of Famer.
Edelman probably is because of Tom.
Yeah.
But
Tom.
that's an uplift. Like he made him into a Hall of Fame receiver.
He did.
Like that's
Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying. Mahomes has to get to that level. And I think what the Chiefs saw over the last couple years is when receivers would go down, like when they lost Tyreek, for example. When they lost Tyreek, they offense started to struggle.
Yeah.
Right? So no matter how great we think Pat is, we've seen Pat with mediocre weapons. And it's not pretty. And you think about it, he don't got a running game right now.
No.
Yeah.
What running back did Tom Brady ever have that was like a true Pro Bowl running back?
Nobody.
Danny Woodhead.
Right.
Danny Wood and James White back there.
Right. So you can't and you if you really even dig even deeper into this, man, Andy Reid's an offensive genius.
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah, he
Brady,
is.
right. Tom Brady had Bill Belichick as his head coach early on. That's a defensive guy.
It
So
is.
he had to overcome so much to win them damn Super Bowls, man. Pat really he can't be in a better situation. He got the
Yeah, no.
offensive brain calling the plays. He got all the toys that he want on offense, and they
Yeah.
offense just look bad. Oh, it
I don't
just
like the
looks
running
bad.
back though. That's not a typical running back. Pacheco is not the.
No.
He's a bruiser.
Yeah, exactly.
I like the little scat back they added. I think his name's like Brandon Smith or something like that.
Yeah.
I like him, man. I think they need to work him into the offense
Is
more.
that the dude that wear like number 24 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they need to get him involved a little bit more, honestly.
Look like a damn defensive back.
Yeah, he do with the 24 on. But I think they gotta realize, man, they gotta change their identity. Like, just like how the Ravens had to change from being like a defensive based team to more so toward the offense.
Yeah.
They've been an offensive based team since Andy's been there. And they've continuously tried to replace Tyreek. And one thing they can't replace Tyreek, or can't replace about Tyreek, is Tyreek's a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brought up fast guys in. Marquise Brown ain't trying to break no tackles. If Worthy get hit, he down.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
you can't replace the dog that brother had in him. You can replace the speed, but you can't replace the dog in yo. So you need to turn your focus toward the defense, because I can say I got Patrick Mahomes, generational quarterback. If I can hold a defense to, if my defense can hold a team to like 17, 20 points, I feel good about it every time out.
Facts.
That's where they need to change their way of thinking. And I think if that hit, I hope it don't. But if that hit, like, they could keep it going. But that's gotta change.
Yeah. No. Absolutely right. So as far as the end, Broncos 9-2, first place in the AFC West, tied with the Patriots for first place overall in the AFC.
Two teams we wouldn't even expect it.
No, would not expect it. Sean Payton doing probably coach it. Rabel and Payton might share coach of the year.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's tough. But at 5-5, it's gonna be hard for the Chiefs. This is gonna sound crazy. It's gonna be hard for them to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like,
Because those two teams ahead of them are going to be in.
yeah, the Chargers and the Chargers and Broncos should get in.
No,
And
the Chargers only one game ahead though.
But they got to win over them, though.
But they still got to play one more time, right?
Yeah. That's
So
true.
if they beat them that time, then
I don't know what the tiebreaker is after that.
I'm gonna tell you one thing: the Chargers looked horrible yesterday.
they did.
Yeah, they did.
So here go the Chiefs. This is what it's gonna come down to. Remaining schedule. Colts. How you feel about that game?
Are they at Indianapolis?
No, this is in Arrowhead.
They should
That's
win.
an Arrowhead. They might get that game. Then
They should win.
They should win at Dallas.
they should beat
Win.
Dallas.
Texans.
They should win that game.
Yeah.
Chargers.
They should win that game.
They're at the Chargers, or
No, this home.
they got to go. Okay. Yeah, they should win that.
At
That's
the
9-5
Titans.
right there. That's
The
10
Titans,
and 5.
we know what that is.
That's 10-5.
Back home for the Broncos.
They might beat them that time. They might
Yeah.
beat them this time.
At the Raiders.
They're gonna lose that game.
Oh, okay. Come on.
So yo, here's the thing.
I was waiting for you to get to that game. But
This is
that's
what
the
I'm gonna
game.
say, yo. This is all I'm gonna say about this. They're 5-5, and I'm looking at this, and I'm hearing they should win that game. Yep, they should win that game. And then I'm actually looking at their schedule and looking at these games that they've lost.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna win
their
those
losses
games.
is to?
So they've lost to Denver. But look
At
at the
Denver.
output. They lost to Denver. They scored 19 points. Lost to the Bills. They scored 21 points.
In Buffalo.
They lost to the Jaguars. So
That was
I know
a tough
one-
loss, though.
I
Was
no
that in
longer can.
Jacksonville?
Yeah, at Jacksonville.
Yeah, that was in Jacksonville.
So all three of those was road games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lost to Jacksonville, right? Remember, they beat the Giants. That's the game Mahomes threw the interception and tackled the guy.
Oh yeah.
And they ended up, it changed the entire game around. They ended up winning 22-9 on Monday Night
Yeah.
Football, I believe it was.
Yep.
And they lost to the Chargers. Another game where they scored 21 freaking points
At San Diego.
at the Chargers.
I mean at LA.
So the
4 of their
recipe,
losses was on the road. 4 out of the 5 losses was on the road.
They are. But the
That's my thing.
the offense.
Yeah.
Offense is crazy. They lost at home to the Eagles. They scored 17 freaking points in that game. I'm
That
just
was a
trying to
trap.
think
That
of the
was a
games
trap
they
game,
got over
though.
30.
I mean, Eagles tough. I mean,
Yeah.
ain't like they just beat the brakes off them in February.
So they played.
Bad too.
I mean, they do got a big win over the Lions.
Yeah. That's a
So in
that's
10
a
games, they
that's a
scored
formidable
30
win.
points. In 10 games, they scored 30 points 3 times.
At home, they're good.
Yeah, that ain't good.
At home, they're good. They're better as a team, not necessarily as an offense, but as a team. But then just going off the schedule you just gave us, what, 5 out of those 7 or 6 out of those last 7 are at home, right?
Yeah.
They at home, but you got to score points. So
I agree.
this game coming up next week against the Colts, right? Colts looking like the most efficient offense in the league. Jonathan Taylor should probably be MVP.
He
Long
better.
as
So-
Danny Dimes don't turn it over.
Right. If he don't turn it over, Jonathan Taylor run the ball like hell, and you put Sauce on Rasheed Rice, then what?
Yeah. That game depends on Danny Dimes. That's what it's going to come down to.
It do.
If Danny Dimes throw for 250 and don't turn the ball over, Colts win going away.
Yeah.
If
And then
they
you
get
got
the Danny Dimes of the bobbling and the dog. It's a wrap.
I mean,
As much as it pains me to say it, we talking about all these other teams, but it really, or what they can do, it really comes down to Patrick Mahomes. Because everybody knows that man, when he's on his game, he's a hell of a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
It's impossible to stop him when he's found his rhythm. But as of late, like, he hasn't found it. So
I see.
hopefully he doesn't pick up this stride with these next upcoming games, because if he catch fire and you got to be the first one to see him in the playoffs, I feel sorry for you. And
Yeah. I feel like their season might be on the line next week.
The season is on the line. They can't go 5-6
because if depending on how that game turned out, it would depend on if they make the playoff. Because after the Colts, granted they play the Chargers and the Broncos again, but they come to Arrowhead.
right,
And Mahomes and Arrowhead late November, December, I'm always gonna like his chances.
Yeah. It's a game you overlooking, and y'all overlooking it, and we great talk about them in a little bit. But y'all overlooking this at Dallas game. Now, I'm gonna tell you right now, the way the Chiefs defense play, that can go put 35 on the Chiefs. That game is in Dallas, by the way.
Bruh.
oh,
It's
shoot,
in Dallas. That's all I'm saying. That's all. I get it. I'm just telling you.
So do you think Dallas good?
No,
Their
I don't
offense
think
is.
Dallas is good, but I know the Chiefs don't have a Myles Garrett or a Max Crosby to go get after Dak Prescott and rush him to make throws, to throw interceptions. That's my fear with the Chiefs. My fear with the Chiefs, I'm not worried about Patrick Mahomes. Like y'all said, Mahomes going to do his thing. But when you tell me his game going to come down to Danny Dimes, it may. But who's going to get pressure on him? That's going to make him actually be worried. Like, even the Falcons got one of the top 3 pass defenses in the league because of how much pressure they get on the quarterback.
Yeah.
The Chiefs don't generate pressure. Bo Nix just threw for 295.
Yeah.
Bo Nix threw for 295.
That's crazy.
So what you think Dak going to do?
And he got CD and George out there. Oh yeah.
That's when I say people don't like. I understand the Chiefs if they get in the playoffs, that's cool. For me, I have zero fear of playing the Chiefs as a Ravens fan again. I just don't. Like they don't have any fear. They don't have the lore. Like they the Chiefs. They're gonna get it done. They're gonna find a way to win. Yesterday was really their chance to kind of regain that confidence in a lot of people. Like to see the Broncos beat them. I thought if the Broncos won this game, it would be a 2-score game. I thought anything a 1-score game or less, the Chiefs would win because it's the Chiefs. They always win. They always find a way to win these games.
Yeah.
I can't believe season on the line, division on the line, and the Chiefs go out there and score 19 points. That's wild to me, man.
Seemed like the Eagles stole their swag.
Yeah,
For real, 'cause
definitely
they the ones
did.
that's winning all the close games now. All their games been close, so
For sure. Bro, what's with your boy Jalen Ramsey punching Jamar Chase, man? And why is Jamar Chase trying to convince us that he didn't spit on this man? Bro, the camera in 4K, Jamar.
Bruh.
What you think? What, like, come on. Oh my God, bro. How long is the suspension for?
A game?
A game.
Yeah. It was like, they talked about it and you see the post game with Chase and he like, man, I ain't spit on that man, da, da, da. And then you see the video, you like, come on, dog.
Yo, yes. And he doubled down, like, no, I ain't do it.
Nah.
Said I ain't open my mouth to that man.
Pause too.
That was crazy.
Jamar. Yeah, that was real crazy when he said that. I was wondering about that. I'm like, all right. Hope you did open your mouth to that man.
Yeah.
It was real wild out there.
Hey, yo, that's crazy.
But like, seriously, bro, that's the most disrespectful thing that you can possibly do is spit on a man, bro.
In life, bro.
You cannot do that, man. You got to get a 1-game suspension. Ramsey, any type of fine or anything that they throwing at him, he should not have to pay. NFL got to rescind all of that, man.
I agree.
They got to rescind. They talking trash. I'm okay with the trash talk. Ramsey talked trash his whole career. That's what he's always done.
Yep.
But I mean, in college at Florida State, Ramsey would look up people's girlfriends' names before the game and he go in the game talk about their girlfriends. That's what he did in college. So I could imagine what he's saying.
Right.
But bro, you gotta accept that. Like, look, if KG can tell Melo Lala tastes like Cheerios, and he don't spit on that man, you gotta be able to take that, bro.
But the thing about even the best trash talkers though, if you go out there and you cook them, they're gonna get quieter and quieter every time.
Yeah, but he couldn't get it done.
He couldn't get it done.
Ramsey locked him up and was talking trash while he was doing it. And we all know how Ramsey get under people's skin. So Jamar Chase spit on him. But if Ramsey is a better man than me, because that game would have been over.
Yeah. And why are you punching the dude bro, why do you want to fight with equipment on?
That game would have been over.
Yeah.
You hurting yourself.
Yeah. Ramsey got chill though, man. He plays safety now. He ain't covering too many people one-on-one. Don't be the help defender talking all that shit, Ramsey.
You gotta, bro. You gotta talk that. You gotta talk.
Because if we man up, it might be a different story.
No, heck no. Ramsey take pride in God. I give him that. He definitely takes pride in God.
Chase cooked him in Cincinnati a few weeks back.
It don't matter. Then when you talk trash, you talk whether you get burnt or not. I'm still talking, bro.
Yeah, they played Ramsey completely different on Chase yesterday.
Hey, look. That's smart.
That's part of the game plan.
Yeah, that's part of the game. Like, he ain't Stefanski. He gonna make a change.
So I'm gonna say he ain't about to do that again.
Yeah, no, for sure. The Jamar Chase, man, 1-game suspension for spitting on Jalen Ramsey.
You more than that though. I ain't gonna lie. That's nasty.
Yeah, I could have saw more than that. If it was somebody other than that, it probably would have been. All right, Corey. Cowboys, Raiders. I mean, what's your prediction, man?
I ain't gonna lie to you. You know I'm one of the biggest Raiders fans
As a man
in the world.
Yeah, go ahead.
But
I'll let you finish.
as a fan of sports, period. I don't think the Raiders gonna win another game this year as long as Geno Smith is the quarterback. Whoever wrote him off and he didn't write back the first time, you need to write them and tell them, I apologize for everything I said to you guys because you was right about me. He has played the worst football I have ever seen from a quarterback 13 years in, ever.
Yo, look. This is where I'm at with the Raiders, man. I'm tired. Number one, I'm tired of seeing the Raiders on TV. Who the hell looked at the schedule? No, seriously, not even trying to disrespect you, Corey. Who the hell looked at the schedule and said, let's put the Raiders on national TV. They keep being on these games like it's a Thursday night, it's a Monday night. Why are they on TV?
They was projected to
You
be
gonna keep
better.
disrespecting
They're
them.
better than who? They was projected to be last in their damn division. How would? What was they projected to do? They doing exactly what we thought they was going to do.
No, it's the Pete Carroll effect. Last year
Okay.
we had a black coach last year, first time. So they said let's put him on TV, give him some shine. This year it's the Pete Carroll effect.
Yeah.
Next year we won't get as many TV games because they didn't already seen it. But here's my thing, though.
Oh, and they got Genty. They did got Genty.
Yeah, and Genty, number one running back out the draft.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Get them now out of Vegas. They gone to Vegas and got worse.
That is
For
too
real,
much
man.
money. Too much money in Vegas. That ain't gonna happen.
Not with that stadium.
They should have drafted your boy.
I think
Shedeur?
I mean, it's Vegas. It's a show. It ain't really about winning. So he would have fit right in. They should have drafted Shedeur.
You talking about Shedeur?
Oh,
Shoulda
But you know
drafted-
Yeah.
you know they wasn't trying to get that colluding charge with the Tom Brady situation. So
I feel you. Key to this game, man, Dak just being able to be efficient and get the ball out. I think we talked about Denver, the Raiders. That's what it was. Raiders playing Denver a couple weeks ago with Max Crosby. Max Crosby can. I've seen it. I know you've seen it as a Raiders fan. Oh, he can make this game real interesting because he can strip sack. He can completely ruin this game for the Cowboys because Dallas really wants to come out and be able to throw the ball. The best thing for Dallas to do tonight, be smart with that, hand the ball off to Jamal Williams, get your running game going because if you get in those 3rd and 7 pluses and Max can pin his ears back, it's going to be a long night.
yeah,
I don't care what the Raiders record is.
yeah.
He different.
yeah. He's a guy that I say plays hard every single game, no matter what the record is.
Yeah. I'm actually going to do a sacks parlay. I'm going to take him for one and take Quentin Williams for one.
I think I Quentin Williams.
Yeah, this will be his first start with them. So I think Gino going to get sacked. You know he getting
Yes,
sacked.
he's terrible.
So I'm taking them both for a sack. I'm definitely taking them both for a sack. I just feel like that's going to happen. And I think Dallas win the game in 30-23. I think it's going to be a high scoring game because Dallas defense isn't the best against the pass. And Brock Bowers finally looked healthy. He was running around with that big ass knee brace on for a couple
Yep.
weeks. Now he looked healthy. I like Tyler Lockett. Dallas plays a lot of zone defense because they're, with Diggs coming off that injury still, he's not the same. So they try to hide him in a lot of cover 3s and cover 2 drop zones, things like that. I think Bowers will have a huge day. And then Trey Tucker in one play, blink of an eye.
40 yards of one.
Yeah, he can go hit his head on the goalpost with ease.
He on my fantasy team. I need him.
Yeah. And Dallas don't stop the run.
No.
So shit, Genty's
Genty
gonna
might have
still.
a good game, yeah.
It's gonna be this should be a high scoring, entertaining Monday night game. Even though the Raiders have no business on TV, this should be entertaining.
Why you gotta keep
Nope.
inserting that in the conversation, bro?
No disrespect to your boys, but like Spoon said, if you put together a parlay, you might want to consider the Cowboys for a defensive TD. Gino gonna give you one. Gino gonna give you one, yo. We know that.
Maybe
Corey
two.
knows that.
Maybe two.
Maybe two, yeah.
Maybe even
Deron-
3.
all DeRon Bland seem to do is get pick sixes. So I might want to take them for a defensive TD tonight.
Yeah.
I am going to tell you this though. I think my young boy comes out and he has a good game today. Be on the lookout for him.
Genty?
No.
Who?
Dante Thornton. Be on the lookout for him. He had a couple drops last week. I think he makes up for it this week and has at least 40 to 50 yards.
Gotcha. What's your prediction for the game, Joe?
Man, 30-16 Cowboys.
30-6. God
Yo,
damn.
you're disrespectful, yo.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful,
Step
bro.
on
I
ain't
just
the road.
don't- the thing is, I like the Raiders roster minus Geno. That's just true. I like what y'all got going on defense with Max and the boys. I like throwing on offense, Tuck on offense, Bowers. Geno just ain't it. I'd be borderline close to picking y'all if McConnell was starting that quarterback for y'all tonight.
Oh yeah, Aiden, he's still hurt. He's still on the injury.
I like Aiden though. He's solid.
Yeah, he was a good pick for us last year.
Yeah.
But I don't think we're gonna lose that bad. I think it's gonna be closer than 30-16 because Genty gonna keep us in the game. But I think it's gonna be like 33-28, somewhere around there.
Okay.
A closer game than you think it's gonna be. But if Max gets to going, we might win the game. I don't want us to.
See how he talked himself into them winning the game?
He couldn't help it. He couldn't help it.
He talked himself into it.
I'm a fan. I'm a real fan at heart, man. I'm gonna always find a bright spot somewhere.
Hey, look, I get it. Like I said, because I like y'all roster, man. It's just Geno, and that's really the only reason my score is what it is. Because I'm counting in the Geno pick 6. Yeah, and then I'm getting 30.
Mayer had the best game he had yesterday.
Oh yeah,
all season.
Yeah.
They was getting the ball to him early and often, and he made a big impact. So
it sounds like we unanimous. Cowboys are going to win this game tonight.
Yeah.
Good luck tomorrow, bro. Surgery. Know you got to get that done.
Yes, sir.
Praying for you. Hope all go well. Thanks for checking in.
We
gotta do this too, man.
Before we leave, though, since we got the fan we got to touch base on James Franklin, the new Vitek head coach. How you feel, Corey? How you feel?
Yeah, your boys,
man. It don't matter who the coach is if you can't bring in recruits.
Yeah.
So
one thing Franklin is a good recruiter. Like everywhere he's been able to get talent. So, but especially in the ACC, I can see y'all in a couple years being right there, man.
As a good player or 5-star recruit, you want to go to Virginia Tech or you want to go to Georgia. You want to go to Virginia Tech or you want to go to LSU.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, James Franklin will put people in the league, though.
With NIL, I think NIL kind of changed that a little bit. But
yeah,
I mean, a lot of these guys, because all Franklin going to do is go to Georgia, go to these other schools, and get those guys that want to transfer, get into the portal, bring them to Virginia Tech. Yeah. I'm not happy about it. I would love James Franklin to be at Florida State, man.
Y'all don't want to fire old boy.
We stuck with y'all.
No, y'all keep him, yo. Y'all invested in that man.
Hey, look, that's why Virginia Tech went out and got Franklin. Now they said we're not dealing with the off season. We're gonna go and get our guy.
Yeah,
we're gonna go get you now.
Thank God. I'm happy about it, but we'll just hopefully it pan out.
And that's clutch because that gives him a chance to jump into this recruiting cycle.
Yeah.
So some of them kids that's on the fence that are decommitting now, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna wait till like January, February to commit." Franklin gonna be on their phone. Yeah, I promise you.
Yeah,
that was actually a solid pickup for us. But like I said,
that he went to Virginia Tech.
Why, bro?
They gave him the keys.
We champions over there, yo.
Yeah, it just seems so like such a quick. Just like the season ain't even over.
Right. Less pressure down there too.
Yeah, like LSU still gonna need a coach. Like there's so many jobs out there. I guess that's what the part that kind of like UCLA potentially could need a coach.
Yeah. But if you build up a declining school and bring them up to par, that makes you look even better than taking a job where everybody's already potentially going.
It does.
Yeah.
As a Vitek fan, it's definitely a good day to get James Franklin. Probably be a sad day once he turn it around and dip, but it's definitely good for right now. And that's the sad reality of when a guy like that take a job like that, man. Because it's like, bro, are you really going to be in Blacksburg 10 years from now, though?
Right.
Yeah.
But you enjoy it while you got it.
Absolutely. Take them wins while you can, man.
Enjoy it while you got it.
Absolutely.
But appreciate y'all, fellas, man. Once
All right,
again,
man.
thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a good night. Enjoy the game. Check back in with us on Wednesday.